So where were we? Oh, yes. It's a work.
Are you saying he did not go to Longhorn Steakhouse to have a steak in a limo?
I'm saying it doesn't matter what the hell he did. The whole point behind the thing is you need a major storyline for your first show, and this is it. Somebody stole my belt. Who stole my belt? Why, it couldn't be Moxley, could it?
Return what you have stolen from me. Return. It will bring you great danger. Stop now.
Again, we see there is nothing you can possess which I cannot take away.
Get your rocket packs. We're going after it. I want the man who stole the Phantom Cruiser.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Oh, you should put that speech on tape.
He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago way.
Hello, Chicago, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Gotta drink to that.
Welcome to Alternate Reality.
Whereas with Rowan, you would get a push and he'd get hurt and go away. Well,
top bad guy.
Yeah, now you could be a top bad guy. He's just a guy, a big, dumb, goofy guy with his big, giant red beard going, I don't need anyone's help.
The whole look's going to be changing in a couple of weeks.
He may shave the beard a little.
What look?
The Eric Rowan look.
Oh, Rowan.
Yeah. He won't be wearing the T-shirts and the regular pants.
You know what's not going to change, though? What? The Alternate Reality. Hey, folks. Welcome to another episode of The Alternate Reality. I'm being joined today by the two pros from Dover themselves, the one, the only...
Rod Flash Dover.
Rod Flash Dover. And joining him today is his faithful and companion...
Bo from Dover.
Bo from Dover. They are both here today at Alternate Reality, the best little comic book store on the face of the earth, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality. Your all new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone, and it's been that way for over a quarter of a century now. And we're here today to do the fall movie preview. We've already done the TV season preview. This is the fall movie preview. We're going to go over most of the films that are going to be coming out between now, which is more or less mid-September, through Christmas. Okay, so if you're planning on going to see a movie this fall, you might want to listen up to this. And if you have no interest in movies, well...
What the hell's wrong with you?
Listen to one of our other podcasts. Listen to one of our other wonderful podcasts. We're going to start off with September, coming out this month. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read off the movies for each month, and then we'll talk about them. So coming out this month in September, we're going to have Ad Astra, Downton Abbey, which based on the PBS series, Hustlers, which is a true story about New York strippers scamming Wall Street, Rambo, Last Blood, and The Laundromat. And that's September. Bo, what do we think of those films?
Ad Astra I'm looking forward to.
Yes,
it's James Gray, Tommy Lee Jones, Brad Pitt's playing an engineer who has to pick on his father. Donald Sutherland's in it.
Donald Sutherland plays an astronaut that goes to Mercury.
Well, it looks a lot like Space Cowboys, which is a movie that came out with Clint Eastwood about 10, 12 years ago. They had James Gardner in it.
Right.
And a couple of other old folks in it. I think Donald Sutherland
was in it.
Donald Sutherland.
And Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. Yes.
Any movie with Donald Sutherland, go see.
Yes.
So anyway, Ad Astra.
Yes.
Go see it.
Go see it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
I love the trailer.
Now, I know that you're looking forward to Downton Abbey. Watching it makes you feel like you're smart.
No.
Just like Happy Hogan.
I never watched the show. I have no interest in the movie. I don't care.
Why not?
I just don't care. It's a wonderful cast. They're all fine people. I have no interest whatsoever in seeing this film.
But it looks like it moves the series up to the Warriors.
I never watched the series, so I couldn't care.
So does every other PBS show that's been from there.
Happy Hogan will be watching it from his hospital bed.
Right, from his hospital bed.
So you're not going to watch Downton Abbey. What about you, Rod? You're a big Downton Abbey fan, aren't you?
I can't watch that movie. I can't.
You can't?
No.
Okay. Moving on, Hustlers. True story about New York strippers scamming Wall Street.
I wasn't interested, but the more and more I hear about the film, the more and more I see it, I go, this is probably something I'll probably hit on an afternoon, like a $5 Tuesday.
Do you know what the true story is?
It was about a bunch of strippers in New York who were ripping off the Wall Street guys. They were clients.
Well, technically, strippers do that anyway.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily true story.
That's part and parcel of the job.
It was, I think they got involved in insider trading, too. I mean, the guys were coming in, they were going to the clubs, they were telling them stuff, they were investing in stuff, they were learning how to rob other people. And they made a good living at it.
Well, getting inside tips and then go playing the market, that's not all that illegal.
Well,
I mean, if you've got some insider trader there who's spilling his guts because you're shaking your butt in front of him, and he goes, yeah, this is going to be a big stock. Then she runs out and puts all of her money on that big stock. I mean, it's like, what the hell?
Well, apparently some of the people in Wall Street were helping them do this.
Well, that means Martha Stewart deserves an apology.
No, she does.
Yes, she does.
No, she does.
You are a sad, sad little man.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But the cast of this movie, Jennifer Lopez, funny as it may seem, she can act her butt off. Jennifer Lopez does good movies.
Yeah,
she has Constance Wu from Fresh Off the Boat. She's still on there no matter what she says. She's still
Carmen Egojo, who apparently used to be a stripper.
Lily Reinhart, for those who watch Riverdale, who plays the hot Betty on there, she's in it.
She should be naked now.
Well,
they're playing strippers. Somebody better be naked.
The movie everybody in September is going to be waiting for, not Ad Astra, but Rambo Last Blood.
Oh,
it's Logan with John Rambo.
No, it's hot
you
garbage.
You think it's going to be that good?
No. Actually, the people working on this film, these aren't like bums off the street. And it's getting a good buzz. It's Logan. It's him saying goodbye. Bye, John.
Let me tell you why it's getting a good buzz. Because this is Sylvester Stallone's last shot at trying to get an Oscar. That's why they're getting the buzz on that.
He's not going to get an Oscar for this.
Honorary careers retrospective Oscar.
He's not old enough for that.
What's the story behind this? Now, it's John Rambo. He's older. He's living at home. He's found peace, I guess.
He's working on a ranch, and his niece gets kidnapped and goes to Mexico, and so he goes back into Mexico to get his niece back.
Okay.
So this is sort of like a violent / political kind of picture.
It's Logan.
And our last film for September is The Laundromat. Steven Soderbergh's take on the Panama Papers?
Yeah, it was a scandal a couple years ago
about
a whole bunch of money laundering. They got like $1.2 billion back after they found out that all these international people were scamming, making these little deals. They were stealing money. And this is his take on that entire story with Meryl Streep.
Oh.
Yes, Meryl Streep.
Oscar number 20.
Well, it'll be a Netflix thing mostly, so I don't know about it.
Is this a Netflix?
It's going to be a Netflix thing. Okay. Soderbergh said, look, I can go for big-time theaters or I could go for Netflix. Netflix gives me money, so I'm going to be nice to Netflix.
Was Netflix going to theatrically release this? Or
they're under the same problem they have with The Irishman. The theaters want movies to play for 90 days. This film's not going to be in the theater for 90 days, so it'll be debuting on Netflix directly.
Don't they have a smaller contract they can do? A 60-day or a 30-day?
No.
90 days.
90 days.
90 days seems excessive.
Theater owners are real specific. If your film does not play here for 90 days, you cannot pop up on streaming. If you're not going to follow that rule, we are not booking you in our theaters, in the major theater chains. Smaller chains might do it, but like AMC, Cineplex Odeon, Regal, they said no. You got to play in the theater for 90 days. Period. 90 days.
So the movie has to stay in there 90 days, make money or don't make money.
Doesn't matter whether it makes money or not. Okay, if it opens September the 1st, it cannot come out on streaming until January the 1st.
That makes sense.
Got to be 3 months. You're not going to do that? Have a nice day.
Okay, let's move into October. October 4th, we have Joker. Also October 4th, we have Dolomite Is My Name. October 11th, we have Gemini Man. October 15th, which is a Tuesday, we have Jay and Silent Bob's Reboot. October 18th, which is then the following Friday, we have Jojo Rabbit. And then finally, in October, we have Zombieland Double Tap, which will be out the week of the 18th, just in time for Halloween. Okay, start off at the top. Joker. What's this movie about?
Joker. It's about
He Who Laughs No More.
It's about a clown.
It's about a clown. Okay, everybody knows what the hell the Joker is.
No, it's about a failed
failed comedian.
And if you're listening to this show, you know exactly
you really know who the Joker is,
and you probably really want to see this movie. The last trailer dropped last week, our time, or this past weekend, and it's really good.
It won the Venice Film Festival Award today.
Yes, I just received word on that.
Why so serious? Because all I ever think are negative thoughts. That's why so serious. Because all I ever think are negative thoughts. That is the best line in that
Arthur
trailer.
Fleek.
All I ever think are negative thoughts. That is just so great.
And the question, of course, is which Joker is he?
My theory on this is because Bruce is like 6 in the movie, and the Joker in this thing played by Joaquin Phoenix is like 40-something in this movie. This is not the Joker that Bruce is going to run up against, which doesn't really matter because that's not the point behind this movie anyway. But I am betting that this guy will be dead by the end of the movie. But what he does will inspire whoever will become Bruce's greatest enemy 20 years down the road. He's laying the foundation now for the future Joker. Some little kid is going to be as impressionably changed by this guy as Bruce will be with his parents getting killed.
See, I'm thinking at the end of this film, we're going to see Bruce's parents get killed.
Possibly. Yeah. I've heard that theory, that they might have Joker kill Thomas and Martha Wayne, because Joker and Thomas Wayne seem to be adversarial throughout the movie.
And he's friendly to Bruce. Hi, how you doing?
But I would really not want to see that. I would like for Joker to be independent, and I would like for the Waynes' killing to be independent. And I hope that when they cover the Waynes' killing, it's just a newspaper headline. We don't have to go through the whole goddamn walk down crime.
You don't want to see the pearls popping off the neck.
Pearls and the gun shooting once in slow motion, and the girl's gun shooting twice in slow motion, and the body's prone in the alley. I don't need to see that crap again.
This is an unofficial Black Label film.
What does that have to do with anything?
This is Warner Brothers doing a bunch of R-rated, non-continuity related movies, and this is the first one.
Well,
so this one makes money, and there's going to be more.
After Justice League, that was the editorial edict that came down. We are not following
the Marvel method.
The Marvel method of doing a Snyderverse with our DC characters. We are going to have people come in, and some of them will be attached to each other, like Aquaman was with some Wonder Woman references. And for the most part, people are going to come in, they're going to do what they want to do, which is pretty much what it's always ever been with Warner's in the first place. If you look at the long history of Warner's characters on film, it's always been some producer comes in, I want to make a movie out of this character, fine, go ahead. Does this have to be connected to anything? No.
Why would we do that?
And this won't either. But Joker is coming. That same week, Dolomite Is My Name is going to open up on Netflix.
It'll end up on Netflix probably by the end of the month as well.
But it's opening theatrically.
Very small theatrical.
I've seen the stills.
Well, then it's not going to be any sort of competition for Joker then.
No. But it's supposedly the setting of the comeback of Eddie Murphy's movie career.
He's playing a stand-up. He's planning on going back on the road.
Yes. This was basically the thing that started him getting back in good graces with Saturday Night Live, because he's back to host after 34 years. This is his comeback, and it's like the who's who of black comedians in it as well. They all were begging to do this movie with him. And they said there's only one person that can do Dolomite. Who has the biggest mouth today? Eddie Murphy.
What's his face that does the films with the Asian guy?
Chris Tucker?
Him.
Him. But him
Chris
doing
Tucker's
Dolomite
is almost over, isn't it?
What a great place to revive it. Dolomite.
No, this is Murphy. Murphy has the background. He has the history. Not only that, he also has the blessings of old black Hollywood to do this.
Okay, what is the chances that this is going to turn into another Pluto Nash?
Slim and none. I think this is actually going to be well received.
This is good, yeah.
I think it's not going to have any problems.
No, this isn't Pluto Nash.
Yeah. Okay, moving ahead. October 11th, Gemini Man. That's the remake of the TV series
from
the 70s?
No. This is about Will Smith taking on a younger clone of himself.
Let me guess. Will Smith is going to have his shirt halfway off. It's going to be raining. He's going to be screaming.
He's not going to fight his kid, is he?
He's fighting himself.
He's not fighting a kid. He's fighting himself.
No, but I mean, his kid's not going to be standing
No, fighting himself. The action sequences in this trailer are excellent. I'm looking at like, Ang Lee directed this? Really?
You know what Will Smith does that cracks me up about his movies is that he'll follow a trend that's real popular, but he still wants to do Will Smith's way of doing it, and it makes a buttload of money.
Every audience I've seen this trailer like, wow, this looks really interesting.
Well, remember, Will Smith's last big release was the thing that went straight to Netflix.
Bright.
Yeah, Bright.
Which had massive numbers of hits.
He made it.
Well, it was on Netflix, for God's sake. Okay, I mean, I watched the thing just out of curiosity.
I haven't watched it yet.
But it was Alien Nation with D&D instead of aliens.
They're making a sequel.
Well, great, it's Netflix.
God knows why.
Okay, October 15th, which is the Tuesday, Jay and Silent Bob's reboot.
They're back!
Great, who cares?
Oh man, it's going to be hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure.
Comic references
and you're going to see a slim Silent Bob.
Well, he had to. He had that heart attack.
Yeah, so he's small. I think it's going to be interesting.
You think so?
I think it's going to be interesting.
I think he needs to find a totally different direction to take those characters because I think he pretty much burned all that crap out.
There are a couple of stoners, man. What else are you going to do with them?
Who wants to see another Cheech and Chong movie?
No.
Cheech
and Chong, that's a difference.
Okay, a couple of stoners, man.
Right.
The creme de la creme of stoner movies.
I have next to no interest in watching anything with Jay and Silent Bob unless they're going to do something completely different and out of character.
I heard you're going to do Shakespeare.
No, I don't mean that. Something funny. October 18th, that same week, Jojo Rabbit, which is, as we said, Taika Waititi.
Waititi.
Yeah, him. He plays Adolf Hitler, which is an imaginary friend to a young German boy during World War II. What the hell is that about?
It's something he had in his mind about what he wanted to do, and someone said, you want to do this? Here, have some money. And so this is a vanity project, which could make a lot of money, or could be very embarrassing, or could be ridiculously interesting. Because the young German boy's mother is Scarlett Johansson.
How do you do a film about Hitler, and if you make him sympathetic, you're going to have half the population rip this guy's ass apart?
Listen.
And if you make him a villain, then everyone's going to go, well, what else did you expect?
This is going to be the head case movie of the...
No, this may be the make or break of his career.
His line was exactly, who better to play Hitler than an Australian Jew?
This film is not a comedy.
He's not Mel Brooks.
This is a comedy. This is not going to be a big budget film. This is not a film that's going to make a lot of money. So it's not going to make or break him. This is a vanity project, and that's it.
Our final movie for October is Zombieland Double Tap. They're finally doing the sequel to this.
Finally!
Zombieland.
About damn time.
I assume most of the original cast?
Everyone from the original cast, and the original writers and the original director. Well, not Bill Murray, but Bill Murray was a cameo. He was.
Well, yeah, but he was the one everyone talked about.
Yeah, well, yeah. No one spoiled that Bill Murray was in Zombieland. It was not spoiled by any reviewer. So when you sat in the theater, you went, "Damn, it's Bill Murray. Where the hell did he come from?"
So is Dan Aykroyd going to be in this one?
Dan Aykroyd might be in this one.
Hey, you're Dan Aykroyd.
This film is set in Washington,
D.C.
Washington D.C. So they're hanging out in the White House, and yes, there's still zombies.
Okay, moving on to November 1st, which is Friday, we have Motherless Brooklyn. We have Terminator Dark Fate. We have The Irishman. Okay, November the 8th, we have Dr. Sleep. 15th, we have Ford versus Ferrari. November 22nd, which is a Friday. We have 21 Bridges, also on the 22nd, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. And finally, on November 27th, which is Thanksgiving week, Knives Out and Queen and Slim. Motherless Brooklyn, back on November 1st. An offbeat detective story with Edward Norton and Bruce Willis.
It's based on Jonathan Letham's novel. Edward Norton's character is not all there. He's got PTSD, he's got Tourette's, he's got a lot of twitches.
So this is Ed Norton showing everybody that not only can he direct and act.
This is Ed Norton writing, directing, and starring in this movie. This is a project that he said, look, I want to make this movie. The Letham book came out in 1971.
It's got a history behind it.
Right. The book's got a long history. This is a film that people have been trying to adapt for years. Apparently, he finally got the story together. He got the story together where a bunch of people couldn't do it.
So he's going to show everybody I'm smarter than Hollywood. Sort of like what
Edward
Ethan
Norton
Hawke
has
does.
always been smarter than Hollywood.
I know. That's probably the reason why the whole thing with Marvel.
I'm sure that's why he's been blacklisted by Hollywood. That he's a pain in the ass.
Well, yeah.
And I want final cut on my movies. Yeah, that helps too. That helps too. Then, same day, we have Terminator Dark Fate coming out.
Which I'm actually looking forward to.
Yet another Terminator sequel.
No.
Everything after Terminator 2 never happened.
Never happened.
It's still a sequel.
It's part 3. It's the
part
third
3.
chapter.
Okay, even though they've done 5 films since.
No, those no fun. Erase it from your head.
Who's directing this?
The guy who directed Deadpool.
Okay, so it's not Cameron.
No, Cameron's executive producing, and he also helped work on the script. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Edward Furlong
is
in this movie.
Yes, the boy
They have not explained how, but Edward Furlong is in this movie.
And if people don't remember, he was the original.
Yeah, he was the original John Connor. And the Ghost of the Girl from Halt and Catch Fire is in it. She's not a Terminator, but she's a human who has robotic parts in her. And Gabriel Luna, Ghost Rider, is the new and improved Terminator who probably can be cut in half, stable to a roll, run over by a plane, hit by a truck. And this will be one of the 3 films planned here. But yes, first of a trilogy.
Okay. Same day, Irishman is releasing theatrically or on Netflix?
Theatrically. So here in this city, we'll probably see it at maybe the Icon Theaters, Music Box Theater. You will not see it anywhere else because it's got to be in the theaters for 90 days. The rules are the rules. Movie, theater, TV. They're not ready to break that thing yet. It's not going to happen.
So what director's going to get them to break that?
Scorsese couldn't do it with a film that cost $145 million. It's probably not going to happen. There's no one out there that's going to make a theater break that rule.
Okay, a week later, Dr. Sleep opens as a sequel to The Shining. King wrote this?
Yes.
Yes, it is the sequel to
it. Danny's an adult.
Yeah, Danny's an adult and still having issues.
Well, because there's a group of them, and they don't say it's psychic powers. It's sort of said they have this thing called The Shining.
They got the Shining.
And there's a cult that's going around there.
Scatman Crothers, by the way, is not in this film.
No, but
Jack Nicholson in the film?
No, thank God he's not in it.
Not
Thank
even
God.
in flashbacks?
No, thank God he's not. No. The thing that's funny about this is that King has been going on record saying that there's things he hated about The Shining.
The Kubrick version?
Yes.
It was boring as hell?
No, not that. He just said it was boring as hell.
It was boring as hell.
Well, they did a remake of The Shining on TV.
Yes, he said he loved that. That was King's version.
Yeah, and that was Steven Weber, and that was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, the following week we've got Ford versus Ferrari, Matt Damon, Christian Bale, about the 1966 Grand Prix. Who the hell cares? Is this the spirit of Steve McQueen come back from the dead?
This is.
I mean, what is the point behind
Oscar
this movie?
bait.
This is Oscar bait. This is a true story about Lee Iacocca, who was running Ford at this point. Had this idea of winning the Grand Prix, which for both overseas was a big deal car race.
The Le Mans.
The Le Mans. He wanted to win that. And Ferrari won every year because, well, they made really, really fast cars, and Ford made Fords. And so he went to the Matt Damon character and said, look, I like to be able to compete. I like to be able to win. Could you design me a car
that could
possibly beat a Ferrari? Now, it's Ford. Do you really think a guy at Ford can beat a Ferrari? And so you go to Christian Bale's character, and he goes, yeah, we're going to try to do this. Okay, how long we got? We got a month. Are you out of your mind? So if you're a car nut, this is going to be a film.
You're going to have Matt Damon learning acting lessons from Christian Bale in this movie.
No, the two of them have no problem acting. The guy playing Lee Iacocca is interesting. I know who this guy is, but I'm not sure who he is because the makeup is so good. He looks just like Lee Iacocca.
Okay, November 22nd, we've got 21 Bridges, which is a crime thriller set in one night in New York with Chadwick Boseman. What is that about?
A bunch of cops do a robbery, and they get caught, and they shut the entire city of New York down. What's weird about this is that they've been advertising this film in theaters for a while.
Yeah, they advertised that during the
It's
whole
also produced by the
Marvels.
Russo brothers. Because the Russo brothers made this film. This is a Russo brothers production. But they decided to push it back to the fall, and I'm thinking, we're not going for the action market. We're going for the acting market.
So that Chadwick Boseman can act as well as do action.
Yeah, and everyone who's seen him goes, this guy can act. I mean, you look at the guy knows how to act. But, they're going for dramatic New York City 1970s cop movie style here. And that's what they're trying to do. And so, they pushed it back to November so people go, oh, look, this guy can act. This is a crime film.
Speaking of acting, that same week we have A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood with Tom Hanks playing Fred Rogers.
How you doing?
Now, why did they decide to make a Fred Rogers biofilm, I assume?
This is a biofilm.
Yes.
Yeah. The documentary was...
Documentary, one of the best documentaries I've seen in a long while. It was called Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Won't You Be My Neighbor. And Tom Hanks, with his Playtone production, says, I liked Fred Rogers. I'd like to do a biopic. Tom Hanks in the studio went, okay, go ahead. And the trailer is quite good.
Okay. November 27th, we have Knives Out, which is Thanksgiving week. Ryan Johnson's Murder Mystery with Chris Evans and Daniel Craig.
And Christopher Plummer is playing the dead person.
Yes, I saw the ad for that.
So what, he just lays there a lot?
No, he's the person who gets killed. Daniel Craig comes in to investigate it, and Chris Evans and a whole bunch of other big-name actors are there. And they can't go anywhere. This is a locked room mystery. They're all stuck in the
Clue? Murder on the
Orient with a lot of swear words and a lot of snarkiness. And you have Jamie Lee Curtis in there, too.
Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. Well, and the first time I saw the trailer, I go, this looks really damn interesting.
I know. I was like, I want to see this picture.
It's going to be interesting.
Okay, and also that same day, we've got Queen and Slim, an indie film about two kids who become celebrity fugitives.
The lead is the lead for Get Out. I've been seeing this trailer a lot. He goes on a date with a girl. Something happens. Like he ends up shooting a cop, and then everyone's after them. So they go to the South, and they become celebrities.
Because they're wanted for shooting a cop? It sounds like Natural Born Killers.
Well, yeah, but he shoots the cop because the cop does something that he shouldn't have done. And then they go on the run, and people start going, well, you shot a cop. Why did you do that? So, well, I was trying to defend this girl I'm going on a date with, and the cop stepped over the line, and somehow it just happened.
So he's fighting a man.
In the South.
I can do that.
That's November. Now, for December, we got a couple of films. Friday, December 20th, we have Cats, which I know Bo's looking forward to.
Oh, hell no.
And the movie that will be buried by cats, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, is also coming out that week. And then the following week, Christmas Day, we've got 1917, Spies in Disguise, an animated film with Tom Holland and Will Smith, and Just Mercy courtroom drama with Michael B. Jordan, Brie Larson, and Jamie Foxx. Cats, everyone knows what Cats is. It's the musical. From what I've seen the trailer, it's a very creepy rendition of the musical because
the entire play is creepy.
You've got all these people walking around who look like humans.
Yeah,
it looks like Island of Dr. Moreau.
Oh,
it doesn't look like people in cat outfits doing cats. It looks like this Moreau crap.
Idris Elba's in this, and even with that, I'm not going to see it.
Well, you sad man, you should go see it. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. This is the last of the third trilogy.
Yes.
They're finally getting this thing done and out. And I know fans across the country are just waiting with bated breath for this to come out so they can pull out their knives and rip it apart.
Yeah.
And apparently Palpatine never died, even though he got thrown down into the pit and burned up like the witch from The Wizard of Oz. He apparently still
he's a Jedi, and
he's the mover and the shaker.
None of them really die anyway.
You know, I think they're just going to say, let's just put the movie out. They're going to hate. Someone's going to love it. The majority of them going to
make a crap load of money no matter what they say, because they're going to go see it even they go, I hate that you're doing it. They're going to go see it. And also, this will be the last time on film you'll see Carrie Fisher. She's in the film. So this is it.
Then Christmas Day 1917, Sam Mendes' war film about World War I.
It's about this suicide mission that a bunch of young soldiers have to go on. Kenneth Branagh, I believe, is in this film.
Oh, good
He's out for that.
Trailer looks really good. I had no idea what the thing is about. I saw the trailer and I go, oh yeah, Sam Mendes, American Beauty. And Road to Perdition. Fun. Oh yeah, okay. We're going for the high quality stuff here, so ain't we? Go back to the old roots.
Okay, also on Christmas Day, you can see Spies in Disguise, which is an animated film. Who's animating it? What studio do you know?
I believe this is a DreamWorks film.
DreamWorks? With Tom Holland and Will Smith.
And a bunch of other people.
What's it about? Tell me they're cats and dogs.
No. They're human beings. One's an old spy, one's a young spy, and they have to learn to work together to stop something terrible from happening.
And the final film we have is Just Mercy, courtroom drama with Michael B. Jordan, Brie Larson, and Jamie Foxx.
Jordan's a young lawyer who has to represent Jamie Foxx, who's been accused of a crime. Brie Larson works for them, and it's a thing about proving someone innocent. And it's also getting early Oscar buzz.
So this is Michael B. Jordan's way of slowly transition from in front of the camera to behind it, because he said that after a couple of years he wants to start directing.
It's nice if he got a couple more films under his belt before he decided to do that.
This is like his sixth film.
Jordan's like this.
6 films, really? That many?
Well, you're not going to act 40 years in a row.
Michael B. Jordan has been working in Hollywood for 10
Yeah,
to 12
he started
years.
off on soaps.
He didn't just start. He started on soaps, and he was in The Wire.
Yeah, but usually film actors, they get a couple more films under their belt before they decide to become auteurs and directors.
Well, what he did relatively quickly is he formed a production company which has very specific rules. I think he's producing this one. He's going to produce, but he's still going to act. I mean, he's not going to stop acting.
No, he said to slow down.
He's booked up for like the next 4 or 5 years. The thing, but he's going to be producing.
Okay, that's your fall movie preview. Before we get out of here, do you have any thoughts about the fall season as a whole from what we've just gone over?
I find it really weird. There's like about 6 movies opening up in December. That is not normal. That is weird. It's usually like, a film every week. Here, you go almost 2 weeks before a big film opens. I just think that's just bizarre.
Maybe
you're talking about in Chicago.
Well, in Chicago and everywhere else.
Maybe you see the Star Wars. Nobody wants to open up.
Yeah, but what you do is you open up something.
Well, no, Cats is opening the same week.
Cats is opening the same
week.
You
seriously think Cats is going to make that much?
You know what? There are enough people who've seen Cats who have basically dragged their butts to the theater to see this thing.
Cats has a built-in audience unless it comes out as a half-star movie and is trashed on Rotten Tomatoes. And even then, it will probably have a good opening weekend.
I mean, you look at this.
And I from looking at the Cats trailer... Yeah, it's going to get negative reviews. It just looks weird. But that doesn't mean it's not going to make money its first weekend. It's going up against Star Wars.
But yeah, you can.
And you know what it is? That's counter-programming.
It's counter-programming.
So if you don't like Star Wars, you can go see Cats.
No, if you're a drama fan. Shannon.
Who?
If you're a person who loves theater and you're a mom. I want to go see a movie. Well, Cats is out, and then you as the guy go, I don't want to go see Cats. I want to see Star Wars. Yeah, but we want to go to the movies together. Okay, I guess I'll have to go see Cats.
You can go watch
seeing
Cats.
Both that week.
Right.
You're seeing both.
Oh, my God.
Okay, we'll see Cats on Saturday. We'll see Star Wars on Sunday. Then after Cats, you go like, I don't want to go to the movies. I'm burning out the movies ever again.
Okay, and that's your fall movie premiere. Be sure to check out our fall TV premiere also, which is out there. I posted that before I posted this. And be sure to check out all the other shows that we've done. And be sure to stop off at the store's website, myalternatereality.com, where you'll find links to these episodes. You'll find links to my shipping videos. You'll find links to Bo's News, JR's reviews, Vito Carly's reviews, store sales, and much, much more. myalternatereality.com. Gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for coming out here today.
Thank you, sir.
I know JR is really looking forward to Downton Abbey.
Why?
And before I get out of here, let me remind you to stop off at Alternate Reality Comic Book Store, best little comic book store in the world, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, Rondo Comics, 15% off every day and for everyone. Folks, have yourselves a great day. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, bye! Thanks a lot for listening. If you enjoyed this show, please like and share it with all your friends. We value your feedback, so drop us a question, comment, show idea, or complaint either at arcomics@msn.com or, if provided, in the comments section down below on this platform. The opinions expressed in this episode are solely those of the individuals and not necessarily those of Alternate Reality Incorporated. This show is, as always, coming to you from the Alternate Reality Comic Shop, located in the heart of beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie, serving Chicago comics fandom since 1994.
We'll be back right after these important messages.